Ram Ram, this is some teachings and pages from Ram Dass's book, How Can I Help? Which he wanted to rename How Can You Help Me? Eventually, later on. I'm going to read two dialogues, and then I'm going to share some of my seva and service I did today. This paragraph is about compassion and pity. We may feel a little moved to respond to this suffering. We'd feel guilty or uncomfortable if we didn't, but we like to get it all over with as soon as possible and get on with our own affairs. Compassion and pity are very different. Whereas compassion reflects the yearning of the heart to merge and to take on some of the suffering, pity is a controlled set of thoughts designed to assure separateness. Compassion is the spontaneous response of love, pity the involuntary reflex of fear. Now I'll go on to some other things he mentioned and taught. A few pages ahead, he says, in the biblical example of Paul said, "My strength is made perfect through weakness." And we have, quote, "And we have not taken to heart this example. We judge ourselves and are embarrassed at our own weaknesses, or say, I'm unworthy. Yet this often turns out to be the case in our efforts to care for others. Acknowledging our weakness can soften our defensiveness. We're not so busy protecting ourselves all the time. We'll hear each other. To acknowledge our humanness with its mixture of empathy and fear strengthens our helping hand. We must do so with compassion for ourselves and a supportive appreciation of our own predicament. By appreciating, it is the openness of our heart, after all, with which this all began." Part of my seva, mental notes, in a poem. God coming to you in that form, O beloved souls, my heart is filled with joy, peace, and love when I see your eyes light up and you smile. The mind has some resistance, the heart gives it all. I love without condition. Thus I know by thy grace the heart surrenders everything to the moment, and we rest in loving awareness of us. Not he, she, or them, but us. Note to self, when I feed people, etc., I go beyond all roles of helper, helped, male, female, etc., and resonate with myself in the highest place of I am, where we just are. I'm nobody and you're nobody. Food, water, toothbrushes, etc., check. Now for tents, clothes, books, and hygiene to give out. Thanks for watching.